Ms. Barnes.
Hi.
Hi. Sound excited.
I know I did.
Well, let's go over this real quick. So oddly, they acquiesce to $1 per square foot, and then their increases, they just say, well, let's charge $1.50 the second 5-year option, and then let's charge $2 the last 5-year option. So
Right.
you go from $1,200 to $1,800 to $2,400. Your rent basically doubles in the course of your lease. No. So
Right.
that doesn't even afford a phone call from me. There's no reason to call them. That's why I emailed Max, said, come on, bro. You really just think we're going to sign this? And he wrote back, $1,200 the first 5 years, then a 25-cent increase, which would make your rent $1,500, then a 50-cent increase the last 5. Well, it's $125 to $150, which would make your rent $1,800 for the last 5 years. Now, this may seem fine, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Standard is 3% per year, but they're starting low. So standard at 3% per year is what we're going to call him and talk about. I'm not going to waste the time discussing it all with you. This is all academic. Let's see what Kamal has to say.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Mute your phone and let's call him up.
Okay.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Danny D., the laundromat guy. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you?
Very well. So very, very quickly, we know the history here. We started with, I don't know, sort of ambiguous increases here to end up with what is unsustainable for a laundromat, and then countered here with from $1 per square foot first 5 to $1.25 to $1.50. Here's what I'd like to do. I normally argue even 3% standard increases, but I won't here. So if you can do 3% increases per year, let me go through the numbers. 3% per year, which is obviously 15 every lease option term, every 5. Simple math. That puts us at $1,200 the first year, like you say. Mm-hmm. And then adding an additional $180 per month for the additional 5. These are options.
$1,300.
$1,380. You're good, man.
80 for 5 years.
I do that in my head. $1,380, yes. You're asking $1,500. We're saying $1,380. Not the end of the world. Then again, 3% increases for the last 5, increasing from the $1,380 to $1,587.
Man, I know, Danny, you do it on quite often. Broke also.
Sure. Well, these are and I'm not a broker. I don't have any initials after my name. I'm not a professional realtor. But listen, these are razor-thin margins in laundromats. I'm not going to get rich from this store. Ms. Barnes isn't going to get rich from this store. It's about having several. You know this. I mean, you've got inventory.
Okay. Send it to me. Shoot me an email with the numbers. Let me just show it to my dad, and let me see what we can do.
Okay. You've always been really good and get back with us right away, and I appreciate that part of this. We'll email it over to you.
Thank you.
Do you need an email? It's 3% increases per year.
No.
You know what it is.
Shoot me the email. No. Shoot me the email with the numbers so that I can show it to my dad.
Thank you. We'll talk soon. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Okay, very briefly. You have looked over the entire lease. It's not time to discuss the omission of the lease deposit yet. Mm-hmm. Why? The same reason we don't talk on day one when you first call a landlord and say, hey, we want you to boot your current tenant. We don't say that. We just say, hey, the way this place is operating is obviously deplorable. Let's change it. I never discuss the current tenant. I also don't say on day one, we're not going to give you a lease deposit. They would run scared. So when do you mention the lease deposit and scratching the lease deposit? The very moment we are happy with everything else. So once everything else is hunky-dory, I do this on a weekly basis. And it is a change in their mindset. Okay, we have a lease, it's drafted, they're going to be happy, they're going to sign, and then that's when you hit them with the whole, hey, why would we give you a free $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 loan for 15 years? And we're not there yet. So very well done. And otherwise, it's a standard lease. Go take care of business. I'll send him I'll send you the words to send over to him because this is your road to hoe at this point. You've been communicating with him. Let me send it over.
Okay. And just send
All
it
right.
to him?
Yep. God bless.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.